I was just going through some of the vintage and pop culture items that sold over the weekend that I need to ship out. And I thought that I would take a look at some of the more interesting ones that are going out today. First up is something from my random toy bin. It's an item that I showed you in a previous video, this one right here. It is Hamtaro wearing a Frankenstein's monster mask. So it's got this mask here that snaps onto Hamtaro, which, by the way, every time I say that, I get the theme song stuck in my head.
When we work together, it's much better. My best friend.
If you ever check it out, you'll get it stuck in your head too. It's right up there with Baby Shark. So it was a prize from a Burger King Kids Club meal. And I'm assuming it was for Halloween, because otherwise there's nothing to do with Frankenstein's monster in the series itself. Then I also have an interesting thing from my collection of prints. It is a set of holiday magic stencils. So for Christmas, they were stencils that were easy to use, as it says here, to create these different types of decorations with the stencils. So kids would be able to just like design things, something to keep them busy is what I'm thinking. It has stuff like this where you could do Merry Christmas and you pop out the stencils. Some of them are still intact, missing just a few pieces. Other ones have fully been punched out, but ready to go. A little angel singing, you pop that out and you draw it on there, and then you can create your own Christmas decorations. Plus, the cover itself is rather nifty. The Art Deco style of it all is actually worth just as much as the stencils inside to me. Then, as always, because it's what I like to sell, I have a bunch of books that went out. I've got 3 books here from the ones that are going out, and the first one up is this Draw 50 series. I used to have this when I was a kid, and it was about drawing cars, trucks, and motorcycles. Here's the funny thing. I had this book, and I stink at drawing all of these things. So maybe I just didn't pay attention. Maybe I was too young. Who knows? So the book itself has just straight up, you draw the shapes, here are the lines to keep it symmetrical, and then boom, suddenly you've drawn that whole thing. There are no words to it. It's really just the graphs and the instructions. That was upside down. You kind of figure it out yourself. I feel like maybe that's why I didn't do as good at it, but all you would really do is just kind of rush to get to the end part where you did all the cool details. But I found this, and that's going out today. Next up is a book from 1976 from Sesame Street, which is Hide and Seek with Grover. So this one is a lot like the monster at the end of the book series. So they kind of recreated that in the sense that this one is hide and seek. And it's Grover begging you not to turn the page. But of course, because kids find it silly, they do continue to turn the page because they like to see his reaction as he goes through. This one actually plays on a lot more like empty space in the book than the monster at the end of the book one does. And of course, big effects and text and everything like that. I just want to keep going. It is fun to look at these books. And there's Grover in a weird position. And there's the end. So 1976, Hide and Seek, Grover. And then the last one I wanted to share is this one from 1944. It's called The Big Green Umbrella. This book here has pictures by Helen Sewell, or is it Sewell? Sewell? That name right there. And in the picture book, it's got a mixture of full color pictures and black and white pictures to go along with the story. And it looks like it takes place in old-timey England, or I guess colonial times here in the US. Either way, old-timey sorta. It's got pictures of ships, but it's a lot more story than picture book. And they've got the thing where it kind of goes around the text and kind of shows the story as it progresses. And then the inside cover and the back cover have nice little red pencil drawings. And that one's from 1944, and that's going out today as well. And those are just some of the vintage pop culture toys, games, books, and other items that I sold today.